Judges chapter 7 and verse 2. And the Lord said unto Gideon, the people that are with thee are too many for me to give the Midianites unto their hands, lest Israel vaunt themselves against me, saying, my own hand hath saved me. Kala Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Harakah Kodash, giving double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us His truth, and Kwam Yahshua rise up to the house of David. Yeah, we're going to carry on or end off the video on Yahshua Allah will get spiritual power, the heathen's biggest fear. That was my previous video. We went in, brought out a couple of precepts, and this is Judges chapters 2, and here it is here. Gideon's 300 chosen men. A selection of 300 men out of 22,000 men was selected to be in the army and fight for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai. Chosen, selected men, well vetted men, fit for combat, combat ready. So the word stuck out with me here. Midianites unto their hands, lest Israel vaunt, if I'm not butchering that word, if I'm pronouncing it right, vaunt themselves against me, saying, my own hands have saved me. So we want to look in the word here, vaunt. Curious word. Some of you may know what it means, some may not, but we're going to find out through the blue letter. First we're going to look at some of the other words here, or word searches in what Google has to say about it. Straightforward. Google says vaunt. The meaning of vaunt is boast about or praise something, especially excessively. Acclaim, acclaimed. What is that? Grant or present particle, acclaim. Cheer, praise, applaud, command, approve. That's under the word acclaim. From the word vaunt, esteem something, revere something, extol something, celebrate. Right, man. So these are some of the meanings here, and we're going to look at the etymology too. Let's see what esteem goes into. Esteem. From the word vaunt, the meaning, and it says esteem. What's esteem say? Oh, when you esteem something, respect something there. Respect, admiration. That's the word esteem. Alright, what's the blue letter? First of all, find out what the etymology says. Zoom in, if you could zoom in a bit on it. So vaunt, under the word etymology, says speak vainly or proudly. From Anglo-French vanto. I'm probably butchering that, forgive me. Of the Latin venu, to utter emptily, word from Venus, empty, void, figuratively idle, fruitless. Okay. To leave, abandon, give out. Also, we want here. This is the one we want here. Boasting, right? Boasting, utterance. Short form of averrant, a boast. To boast. So that's what etymology has to say. So we want to go back to the blue letter now, because the blue letters give us a bit more. Might go in a little bit more. Usually does. Improve from the Google. First of all, let's just check out what they are. Get a better understanding of that word. That word kind of sticks out with me. Maybe it stuck out with you when you read that precept there in Judges. So, against me. Well, first of all, let's go to this one. There is a couple of words there that might want to go into as well. We're just going in the spirit here, though, you know. The word vaunt.
Strong's H 6286. Pa'er. Pa'er.
Vaunt themselves. Is there any more we can add to the etymology? It says to glorify, to beautify, adorn. To glorify, beautify. I think the key word what stands out here is to glorify oneself, to get glory to oneself, to be glorified. Yeah. See, Most High. You see, Most High is the Most High is the Most High. Let's just say that. This movie is all about the Most High, right? Primitive root also, demonstrative root from to glean, admonish, figuratively to boast, also to explain. Make clear oneself, to shake a free, beautify, boast yourself. Boast self, go over the bows, glorify self, glorify, glory, vaunt themselves. So yeah, man. There you have it, Akim. Yeah, let's go back to it, get a bit of context. And the Lord said unto Gideon, the people that are with thee are too many for me to give the Midianites unto their hands, lest Israel vaunt themselves against me, boast. So we know what it is now. If we didn't know before, we know now. Israel boast themselves against me, saying, my own hand hath saved me. Vaunt means to boast. Yeah, that's how good it is. You know, when you look at words and you get into words, you get the proper context, man. And that's a good thing. And we went into it a bit more, you know, in the video, addressing vocab Malone's scoffing attitude that we ain't gonna be able to throw tanks. We ain't gonna have spiritual power like Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, and Superman. Maybe you idolize them, but we don't idolize them. We idolize the real superheroes. Ultimately, our savior, Yahweh Yahushai, which that word superhero doesn't even give Yahweh Yahushai justice, or any of our true prophets superhero, because they're gods, man. They're above and beyond superheroes. They're above all of those vain things. So let's see what's happened there. I think I have to change the batteries. Bear with me, Akim. Right now it's just gone. I'll change the batteries now. The mouse is just run out. It's all good. We got batteries over here. While I'm getting these batteries repaired, check out this tune by Anthony Ellis. We're talking about the word boasting. Yeah, we're gonna be able to boast, man, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Shai. So while I'm fixing these batteries, check out this tune. Alright. Alright, Akim. That was a song by Anthony Ellis. I am a ruler. I am a ruler, and that's gonna stand predominant. I was sent by my foreparents to guide over you. Yeah, man. So yeah, it's in our spirit, man. Yashua Allah. You know, we saw the example here of Gideon. Yeah, all the glory. You know, he said that he didn't want him to vaunt. Yeah, the soldiers of Gideon. And we're going to carry on reading, actually, as a matter of fact. I just wanted to change those batteries. Everything is spiritual, man. Right in the between of the batteries of the mouse don't run out all the other times, but they run out while you're doing the video. But everything is spiritual. So, yeah, let's carry on reading. Let's go back to read it again in 2. So the Lord said unto Gideon, the people that are with thee are too many for me to give their midnights unto their hands, lest Israel vaunt themselves against me, saying, my own hand have saved me. Right? And we know it's vaunt. Vaunt means to boast, if I'm not butchering that word, if I'm pronouncing it right. Boast themselves against me, saying, my own hand saved me. See the Most High, the Most High, you know, like I say, the Most High is the Most High. You understand? And for all those that are endowed with spiritual power, right, we're going to give glory to Yahweh Shem Yeshua. Every day you wake up in the morning, you're going to give him glory anyway. You're just going to do it instinctively. It's going to be second nature to you because you're going to wake up feeling like Superman. And like I say, those names don't give justice to any of our prophets. They don't do justice to any of our prophets. But it's just to give you an idea, because superheroes is low. He's lower than being a god. Being a god is boy. When you're talking about power, Most High talks about in Psalms 82, man. Ye are gods. So we're going to be giving back that godship once again. So yeah, like I say, I went into it in my previous video. Check it out. Vocab Malone, Yashua Allah, so-called black people will get spiritual power. And it's a very good example. What I brought out in the whole of Judges chapter 7 is good. But we just wanted to go into that word there. Right? Vaunt means to boast. Are there examples of where we can boast? There's examples in the Bible of where we can boast. There's example in the Bible of where boasting is futile. Let's bring out some. Just to make a little point here. This one here is in Proverbs chapters 27. Yeah, it's talking about boast not thyself. Right? Boast not thyself for tomorrow, for thou knowest not what they might bring forth. Yeah, these are cases where we don't boast. Yeah, that's why we say Yashua Allah or Ratazar, Yahweh Ratazar, Lord willing. Yeah, Yahweh Ratazar, Lord willing. So we don't boast of tomorrow. That's why, brothers, we hear when you talk, we hear, you know, when we talk about tomorrow, next week, whenever, we say Yashua Allah, Yahweh Ratazar or Abba Ratazar. Yeah, God willing, Lord willing. Because the future doesn't belong to us. Everything is in, like I say, the Most High is the Most High. It's not our movie. This is the Most High's movie. So there's cases where you can boast. We're going to bring some of them out. And there's cases where we shouldn't. Here's another one of where we shouldn't boast. Yeah, some wise words of wisdom here. Another case where we shouldn't boast in Proverbs chapter 25. 14 says, whose boasteth himself of a false gift is like clouds and wind without rain. Yeah. Like, who boasteth himself of a false gift is like clouds and wind without rain. See, these are nice precepts to remember, not to be boasting in vain. Boast in, if you're gonna boast. Now let's look at the example where you should boast, where you can boast. It's not our movie. This is the Most High's movie. These are cases where we shouldn't boast. Because it's like, if you boast in yourself, it's like a gift like a cloud's. False gift is like a cloud and without rain. Like an empty vessel. You're boasting in vanity. So here's an example where boasting is good. Yeah, because this was on my mind. Yeah, it's early in the morning, and I just said, let me get up there. You know, sometimes you do a video on something and a word, and you say, and the spirit comes back to you. You know, you've done the video, and you finished, and the word stuck out with you. You know, the word stuck out with me. The word vaunt, which means to boast. So that was a case where we went into the word and we found out vaunt means to boast. And also the moral of the story is when you boast, there's a way you can do it and there's a way you shouldn't. Yeah. Isaiah, we looked at some of the examples of where we shouldn't. Now here's a one where we can. 61, Isaiah 61:6 says, but ye shall be named the priests of the Lord. Men shall call ye to the ministers of our God. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast yourselves. Giving our praises to Jehovah Shemeshai. Anthony, the song I just played, Anthony Ellis. Yeah, I am a ruler, right? He says that, and the lyrics, I might even do a video on it, because this song goes back, as they call it, Studio One, the Studio One days, the 60s, the 70s, man, old school, Trojan days, and the lyrics is so fitting, man. He's talking about his forefathers, man. Oh, I really like that song, man. I was sent by my forefathers to guide over you, and getting into the book, right, that we ruled Scotland and England. Yeah, we ruled Europe, the so-called black people. You know, them days known as the Moors, right? The Goths, the Visigoths, the Vikings, the kings. Oh man, it's we that rule that. Yeah, and white supremacy has come with their, you know, with their doing what they do, right? Whitewash everything and hide everything. Yeah, and they've painted, as it says in the scriptures, man. Job 9:24. Yeah, covered up the faces of the saints, man. Yeah, the whole world is given unto their hands, the wicked, and they've covered up the faces of the saints and the judges. So, you know, that's what they do. So anyway, you know, it's going to be uncovered again. The truth will come out again, like we're doing now. So here we're talking about, ye shall be named the priests of the Lord. Right? We were priests, we were princes, kings. You understand? And the women are going to be princes again, not queens, but princes again, you know, under the man, in their proper place. The men are going to be kings again, ruling like kings again, right? And here, let me just read it, man. The priests of the Lord, men shall call you the ministers of our God. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast yourselves. Yeah, you know, do your breathing exercises sometimes when you're doing a video, just to slow you down and get you on the, you know, if you know anything about martial arts, brothers know a little bit about martial arts. Breathing is something where it helps you to focus and concentrate yourself and get your mind centered. And I remind myself, being that I'm not a natural reader, sometimes I go either too fast or too slow. But you see, this is the Most High's movie, not ours. This is the way the Most High wanted it to play out. You see, so anyway, man, yeah, the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast. Breathe, inhale, take it in. We're going to be boasting, man. We're going to be this is a case where we are going to boast in righteousness. Here's another one to end it off. Right? One of my favorites. 2 Corinthians now, and chapter 7:40 says, for if I have boasted anything to him of you, I am not ashamed, but as we speak all things to you in truth, even so our boasting which I made before Titus is found a truth. You see, here's a case where you can boast in righteousness. Boasting in Yahweh, why Yahushua, as Apostle Paul alluded to there, and in truth. Yeah, build your house upon the rock. Don't build your house upon the sand. Yeah, if you boast on the sand, when the wind and the rain come, you're boasting on the sand, you're going to be flowed away with it. Yeah, dragged away with it. Because you boasted in vanity. And we looked at those precepts in Proverbs 27 and Proverbs 25. Cases where you shouldn't boast. And there's many other cases and many other precepts. But there's also many other precepts and cases where we can boast in righteousness. So we won the victory there. We won the victory in Judges 7. Right? And the men them, and we caught their kings. And we did what we do. Yeah? We get W's. We get victories. How do we get the victories? Under Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Kala Yahweh, Hashem Shai. As it says there in Gideon chapters 2. Yeah? Gideon's chapter 7. And the whole of the chapter gives you a full idea of how we do, how we get down. And when we do boast, we boast in the power, right? And in the victory of Yahweh Hashem Shai. Let me bring out 8. So the people took victuals in their hand and their trumpets, and he sent all the rest of Israel, every man unto his tent, and retained those 300 men, and the host of Midian was beneath him in a valley. Right. We get victories. Understand that part there? Let's go down. Let's go down. Get to the point. Because we like to sing those victory songs, you know. Soon we're going to be singing that victory song, the triumphant song like they sung when they came out of Egypt. Yeah? And the 300 men blew the trumpets, and the Lord set every man's sword against his fellow, even throughout all of the host. And the host fled, right, to Bisham in Zikri, if I'm not butchering that word, Zikareth, and to the border of Amaladiah, unto Tabath. And the men of Israel gathered themselves together out of Naphtali and out of Asher and out of Manasseh, and pursued after the Midianites. And Gideon sent messengers throughout all Mount Ephraim, saying, Come down against the Midianites and take before them the waters in Bethel. I'm butchering these words, like Beth Baada and Jordan. Then all the men of Ephraim gathered themselves together and took the waters of unto Bethada and Jordan. And they took the princes, right? So we're rubbing their faces in it. This is how Israel gets down once they learn to fear Yahweh Hashem Shai and give him the glory. The princes of the Midianites, Arab and Zeb, and they slew Arab upon the rock. Ohib and Zeb they slew at the winepress of Zeb, and pursued Midian, and brought the heads of Arab Zeb to Gideon on the other side of Jordan. Captured their kings, beheaded them. You understand? That's how we do it. That's how we do. Yeah, we get victory through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Shai. And that's the only cases where we boast, where we can boast in a legitimate way, through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Shai. We are the rulers. Giving our praises to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, for giving me the spirit to do this video. Everything the wicked have done to us, past, present, and future. There are cases in where we can boast through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Shai. And yes, once again, Bokab Malone, Yasha Allah will get spiritual power. And that's your and all the others alike like yourself biggest fear. We are going to rule again through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Shai.
Gonna stand for dominate. Our ruler, and that gonna stand for dominate. But I was sent by my full parents to rule over you. But I was sent by my full parents to guide over you. There will be no mumbling and grumbling, 'cause I will take good care of you. 'Cause it's me